Alright, Soundcore is one of the most reputed brands when it comes to audio products. Yes, they don't make marvels in terms of sound quality, but they do know how to make good sounding audio products for the masses. However, at the same time, they don't come particularly cheap. So when they launched their ultra budget product lineup, I was quite interested. So meet Soundcore R500, a neckband earphone which is their most affordable audio product. But the question is, did they make too much compromises? Try making this more affordable? And also, how does it perform compared to its competition? We will find out in this video. My name is Parth, you're watching InfoPal, and let's roll the intro. Okay, let's start with the build quality first, which is quite decent in this earphone, even though it is primarily made with plastic and rubber, but the overall construction feels good. The neck band area is made with decent quality rubber. The battery and the button casings are made with solid plastic, and similar material can be seen in the ear piston. However, the most surprising element of this build quality is actually the most compromised element of every other neckband earphone. Yes, I am talking about the wires connecting the neckband and the ear pistons, which is generally the weakest part of any neckband earphone. But in this particular earphone, that is quite robust. It is no braided cable, it is made with simple rubber, but it is thick and therefore it oozes a lot more confidence. I don't know if that sounded right, but you get my point. The overall build quality is quite good. When it comes to fit and comfort, it is a fairly comfortable product to use. The rubber band area is gentle on the skin and does not cause any irritation. Out of the box, it comes with various sizes of tips. However, the one came installed with did fit me quite snugly. The only concern I can see is probably the design of the ear piston, which is quite unique. It will not cause any problem in most of the cases. However, it is not so comfortable when lying down sideways. However, if you can go past that one issue, I think fit and comfort are quite okay. Connection wise, it has Bluetooth 5.0 and I think that is the only thing to boast about it, because I did face quite a lot problem with connection. To begin with, it does have a tendency to disconnect every now and then, and that is not so desirable, especially considering it comes with Bluetooth 5.0. Also, it is missing features like dual pairing, but the most concerning feature is the magnetic power control, or the lack of it. It does come with magnetic attachment of the buds, but that's it. There is no magnetic power control. You have to manually switch on and switch off the earphone using the power button, which is irritating. I understand most of the neckband earphones does not have this feature in this price range, but from Soundcore I had a little more expectation. Now talking about expectation, where it does not disappoint is on the battery life. So let's talk about it now. The battery life on this neckband earphone in one word is terrific. It claims to have a battery life of 20 hours and in real life it does come very close to that. In my usage with around 80 to 90% volume, I was almost getting 19 hours of playback time. Now for a neckband earphone, that is really good. I also like the fact it comes with USB Type-C and supports fast charging. So on the endurance front, I have to say Soundcore actually preserves its reputation.
Okay, now let's talk about the microphone quality. As it was, what I have done is I've got the second number and this call is recorded over there. To give you a perspective of the background noises, there are two high-speed fans running overhead and all the windows and doors are open. Now it's definitely not a windy day, but as two high-speed fans running overhead, so I'm expecting a lot of background noises. Soundcore actually boasts a lot about the microphone quality in this particular earphone, but you be the judge and let me know. Anyway, that's all for this section. Back to the review.
Okay, now let's talk about the most important thing, the sound quality. To start off, it is a very easy to use earphone. This particular earphone is very comfortable to listen to. Yes, it will not blow you away with the sound quality. Also, you have to keep in mind the volume is not that loud. However, saying that, it also does not feel very cheap in terms of the sound quality. To start off, the bass is clean. There is definitely a mild boost in the lower end, and it does have signature rumble like the other Soundcore products. Also, it will be always present and it does overshadow the lower mids, but it does not destroy the vocals completely. In fact, the vocals actually turn out to be quite good. The vocals also get a good space in the mix. It does not get lost in the mix. If you are someone who prefers music with a lot of vocals, this will satisfy you. The highs are also okay. The solo acoustics does sound clean and nice, and also there is no distortion at the peak volume. However, if there are a lot of instruments in the mix, it will get messy. There is also this bass up mode which actually accentuates the lower end. I am not a big fan of this kind of bass up modes, but if someone does it well, then it has to be Soundcore. So if you want to indulge yourself into some bass boosted songs, you can actually satisfy yourself. Soundstage and imaging are okay, there is nothing to write home about, but they do provide a decent soundstage for the price they come for. Okay, the most compromised part of this sound quality is probably the passive noise isolation, which is average in this earphone. And combined with the not so loud volume, you can actually hear a lot of outside noise, especially when you are traveling through a busy place. Now comparing with Boat Rockers 255 Pro, which is a direct competitor of this product, I would prefer this one. At first glance, the sound of Boat Rockers 255 Pro feels much more bright and airy. Also, the volume appears to be more louder than the Soundcore R500. But when you listen to Boat Rockers 255 Pro more carefully, you will understand it's just a basic trick of lifting the upper mid and the lower treble region. It does provide an airiness to the sound which lacks on the Soundcore R500. However, it also destroys any music which actually has a prominent vocal, and it is more evident for singers who have elevated upper notes. Instead of projecting their voice naturally, it actually makes them sound shrill. And that is where Soundcore R500 manages well. It actually controls the same upper mid and the lower treble area, so it does not feel tiring to the ears for the long hour usage. Also, in comparison with Boat Rockers 255 Pro, Soundcore R500 has a better bass. There is more body in the lower end and does not feel tiny. So, although Boat Rockers 255 Pro does sound louder and more airy at first glance, I would actually prefer Soundcore R500 for long-term usage. Final thoughts, in my opinion, if you are looking for a everyday use, long lasting and decent sounding neckband earphone and you cannot spend a single more rupee than 1400 INR, then go for this. I will definitely pick this over Boat Rockers 255 Pro any day. However, if you can push your budget a little further and wait for some sale and want the best sound quality, then Oppo Enco M31 is still more worth than any of this. Okay. That will be all for this video. Leave your queries and suggestions in the comment section below. Until next time, this is Parth signing off for InfoPal. You guys stay safe, stay strong. I'll see you in the next video.